Articulation Radio. Articulation. Salutations! Welcome to another exciting episode of Articulation Radio. I am your hostess, the eternally grateful Goddess Sage. You know how we do things here at Articulation Radio. We will kick off the top of the day's episode by taking a quick glance at the news headlines. And today's news segment is sponsored by bepublished.org.
And these are three of the news headlines and events I saw today, Thursday, February 11th, 2021, when visiting EliteValuesNews.com. Bankruptcy king and former President Trump's second impeachment trial has Americans ready to get it over with so they can stop hearing that man's name on media broadcasts. Calling All Fathers Definition of Manhood and Fatherhood online seminar hosted by the Betty Shabazz International Charter Schools kicks off at 5 p.m. Eastern Time today via their website, bsics.org. And school districts throughout West Tennessee have closed due to inclement weather today. So check on the schools in your area before heading out with the kids today. Those are three of the news headlines and events I saw today when visiting EliteValuesNews.com on your behalf. Be sure to check us out every hour on the hour because, as you know, so much happens in this world of ours, and the staff at Elite Values News makes it a point to keep you abreast of as much as possible. Check us out any chance you get. Every hour on the hour is best. I am Joaquin Mann, reporting live.
Looking to get the latest news? Visit Elite Values. EliteValuesNews.com has all the latest news and information. Check out the headlines daily. EliteValuesNews.com for all of your latest news.
Do you want to be published? Are you looking for a high-quality, low-cost way to be published with a fast turnaround? Visit bepublished.org to publish today. www.bepublished.org. bepublished.org. Publish today. Books, movies, and music.
Listeners, we love you. We hear you. And I am definitely happy to be here with you again today on this episode of Articulation Radio, where you will not only hear wonderful music from independent artists from around the world, you will also get the chance to hear me talk to a move maker, a doer, and I'm not going to tell you with whom I'll be speaking or about what we'll be discussing, but stay tuned.
'cause company's alright with me every once in a while. Yeah. But oh, when me and that man get to love, I tell you girls, I dig you, but I just don't have time, Lord, to sit and chit and sit and chit chat and smile. So don't send me no doctor. It's filling me up with all of those pills. Got me a man named Dr. Feelgood. And oh, yeah, that man takes care of all of my pains and my ills. His name is Dr. Feelgood in the morning time. Yeah. And taking care of business is really this man's game. And after one visit to Dr. Feelgood, you will understand why Feelgood is his name. Oh, yeah. Oh, good God Almighty, the man sure makes me feel real good. Oh.
ARTistReview.com. All artists need a platform. The Artist Review makes sure you have the one you need to put your work in front of your fans. ARTistReview.com. Artist, REVUE.com. From arranging art exhibitions to musical performances to radio interviews to so much more, the Artist Review helps your work get seen. ARTistRevue.com. ARTistReview.com.
This is Squid.
I don't know you, shorty, all I know is getting bucks. So much money I could fill a fucking Brinks truck. I'm the shit, and you hoes struck. Catch me flying down your block in a foreign truck. I don't know you, shorty, all I know is getting bucks. So much money I could fill a fucking Brinks truck. I'm the shit, and you hoes struck. Catch me flying down your block in a foreign truck. Hair blowing, loud blowing, windows slightly tinted. Wavy, stay looking in the mirror every 5 minutes. Damn, cause I know I'm looking good, bitch, I know I'm shit. You see me, don't know about that logo, then you can't be winning. You lose 2 cell phones, knocking off the fucking hinges. Smash one the personal line, the other one is for my business. Get it, and you hating motherfuckers need to man your business. Please stop worrying about man and gonna get some digits. My money long and yours short like a midget. Shout, hit my line if you need that weight on that midget. Y'all 10 G's or better just to come and fuck with me. Holla, got a plug out this world and he bugs with me. The long way. Call me MJ cause I'm fading all them niggas. Swish Hood Kim K cause I'm ballin' off all them niggas. Swish every day I check a bag like a bad check. Swerve. All I do is count racks, I don't cash checks. I don't know you, shorty, all I know is getting bucks. So much money I could fill a fucking Brinks truck. I'm the shit, and you hoes struck. Catch me flying down your block in a foreign truck. I don't know you, shorty, all I know is getting bucks. So much money I could fill a fucking Brinks truck. I'm the shit, and you hoes struck. Catch me flying down your block in a foreign truck.
PeopleWarmer.com. Book your travel today. PeopleWarmer.com for wherever you want to stay. PeopleWarmer.com, wherever you want to play.
You have a product? Let them help you increase sales. You have a video? Let them help you make it go viral. PeopleWarmers.com. PeopleWarmers.com.
That was Brinks by Marcy Largo. And we kicked off the day's episode of Articulation Radio with Love is a Serious Business, that Dr. Feelgood cover by yours truly, Goddess Sage. Now, the day's episode is titled Family Planning, Pregnancy, and Pandemic because I will be talking to my niece, Geornesha Jefferson-Clayton, for the second time because you recall a few weeks ago, she was on and she discussed her company. Nisha is a Bookworms book review. And this time she's going to be on because she and her husband Anthony are miracle children. Anthony Clayton are miracle children, and of course they both were born 6 weeks premature, and they are going to be delivering, or rather by the time you guys hear this, will have delivered their daughter, their first child, full term. So of course she will be sharing with you some tips to help you and those that you know and love who are either at risk for high-risk pregnancies or even who are already enduring a high-risk pregnancy, that they will be able to have a higher chance of, well, hopefully some of the advice would be things that they could apply. And definitely, if so, that will give them a higher chance of being sure that they do carry their child full term and have a successful delivery. And so, of course, stay tuned for that. And before I bring on Mrs. Geornesha Jefferson-Clayton, I will play for you Rifle by Stillness Speak. And I will, after her interview, put on Good Times Are Coming by Ellen Stiles. So hang tight.
You are listening to Articulation Radio. Head on over to articulationmedia.club and let us know your thoughts.
Phone lines are open right now at Articulation Radio. Call 312-899-6237. That's 312-899-6237 to get on the air right now at Articulation Radio. That number, 312-899-6237.
Want to buy stocks, jewels, real estate, or other high-end items? Would you love to be able to contribute to charitable initiatives but cannot do these things with the money you currently have? Join Regal City Investment and Social Club, where you can pool money each month with other investors to make major purchases, give to the needy, and possibly turn a profit. www.regalcity.xyz.
If you're looking for ghost writers, grant writers, technical writers, any kind of writers, go to the Writers Consortium. Their website is maryjefferson.us, MaryJefferson.us, the Writers Consortium, for all of your writing needs, proposals, grants, academic papers, whatever it is you dream of, ghostwriting. The Writers Consortium can help you achieve your goals.
Articulation Radio is ecstatic to have back with us Mrs. Geornesha Nene Jefferson-Clayton. And, of course, as you all know, we had her on a few episodes back, and, of course, we talked to her about her company, Nisha is a Bookworms Book Review. But today, we will be talking to Mrs. Clayton and getting some tips for you new parents out there, especially you mothers who have high-risk pregnancies and a lot of concerns. Mrs. Clayton is going to be able to at least share some information with you that may be able to take a little stress off you, or at least, give you a little bit of hope. Mrs. Clayton, do we have you on this line?
You sure do. Hi.
Hello. Welcome back to Articulation Radio.
Thanks for having me on again.
You are welcome. Our pleasure. And how is Mr. Anthony doing?
He's good. He was just in here rubbing on the belly.
Rubbing on Clavy. And so, of course, and I know that for you listeners, let me tell you a little bit about this couple. Now, both Anthony and Geornesha were born premature, and they are. And tell them about your the story about you guys, and of course how your premature birth compares to the current delivery that you have now filled them in.
So my husband and I were both born at 26 weeks, and for those of you who have no idea what that means, that's about 6.5 months into a pregnancy. So at the time that we were born, that is before the age of viability, which is the age where a fetus can survive outside of the womb. So we were a little bit of some medical miracles. My mom had severe preeclampsia, and I was born the same day she went to her doctor's appointment. She went to her appointment. Her doctor was like, "This is not good. We're going to try to keep you, pregnant for a little bit longer. You're going to have to stay in the hospital for a few weeks." And things took a turn for the worse. In emergency C-section, I was born at 11:45. And with my husband, his mother had a placental abruption. If you do not know, the placenta is very important in pregnancy. And so, again, emergency C-section with Anthony. And we are very blessed to be here. 28 years for him and almost 27 years for me later. So, and it's been, that family history has been a huge part of my pregnancy as well. So just making sure that I'm healthy and baby's healthy and placenta and everything is healthy. They don't want any repeats of any of that.
Yes, and she is on schedule to deliver her first child, a girl, full term. And so they are already well past. And so fill them in on what stage you're in right now, where you are with your pregnancy.
I am 35 weeks, which is about, almost 9 months pregnant. 36 weeks is 9 months. So next week, I will have officially made it to 9 months. And in some cultures, that would be considered full term. But I believe here in America, we say 37 weeks is full term. So I'm almost to that point as well. And it has been an interesting journey. I've made it farther than my doctor thought that I would, which was exciting when I hit 32 weeks and I was still pregnant. And here I am 3 weeks later. So.
And thus the value of health and the power of prayer and faith. And so, yes, and let's talk about this because, of course, despite the world's woes with the pandemic that cropped up in, the tail end of 2019 and spread 2020 and is still spreading with the new variant, so tell us about all the great things, though, that happened in your life during 2020. We know that one was this pregnancy, but what else happened? Fill them in on some of the other great things that happened for you last year.
Well, as someone who is a Christian and believes in a higher power, I had a talk with, my higher power and told him what I needed to happen to have a baby because I just felt like it was gonna happen. And I was like, I'm not ready. And I was like, I need these things to happen first. And so they did, in order of what needed to happen. I was like, I need to get healthy first. I need some weight. I successfully met my weight loss goal, lost 30 pounds. My husband and I were living in a 1-bedroom apartment. I was like, well, we can't have a baby in a 1-bedroom apartment. We were able to move into a 3-bedroom house. I was like, well, we need, some money. Like, I'm a social worker. He does security. We don't make that much money. And I have gotten not 1, not 2, but 3 raises. And my husband also got a raise. So, all of those things. So all of those things happened, and I knew. I was like, okay, this baby's coming. I was trying to wait a few years, but apparently the higher power that I believe in was like, no, this is a good year. So yeah. I was ready, and I wasn't as scared as the thought made me previously because I had all these things lined up to hopefully, make a strong foundation. So.
Yeah. And now for those who are planning to, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was like, I was trying to think of anything. What else could happen in 2020? 2020 brought my family and my friends a lot closer, which I'm sure people are probably like, what? How? Social media and technology. My mom's side of the family, every Sunday we do family church faithfully, and we've done it for months. And so it's been really nice to kind of connect and have that time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's lovely. That is lovely and exemplary. And for those people who are planning to expand their families for the first time, what tips do you feel comfortable sharing that you've used to get yourself or that you and Anthony have even used to get you all through this first pregnancy with minimal stress?
So as awesome as people are about advice and wanting to give you advice, you can listen, but you don't have to take it. People are going to be well-meaning, and they're going to tell you all sorts of things, and it may be scary, but you don't have to listen. You can just say thank you and keep it moving, because at first it was overwhelming, like, this is going to be like this, and this is going to be like this, and it's like, oh, my gosh, information overload. So just don't let that overwhelm you. Also, just know that if you are trying and you have not been successful yet, the best advice that I was given was to stop tracking and testing ovulation strips and doing all the things. Just relax and have fun and enjoy making the baby. And I took that advice, and the next month I was pregnant. So it seemed that once the stress of trying was taken away and you just had fun, your body knew exactly what to do. At least that's what it was in my case.
Yeah, people say that frequently.
Yes. And don't be afraid to depend on your support system and your village, because they may surprise you, or they may just show up even more than they already are in your life. So just know that you have people who are going to be there for you, whether it is people that you know in your family, or people that you don't know, strangers on the internet. When you do get pregnant and you download an app, it pairs you with women who are due in the same month as you. And so that's a community that you now have, these strangers that you probably will never meet, but is such a supportive community of people going through the exact same thing.
Okay. And now, what app is that you mentioned that can download for that?
Any pregnancy app will have it.
There are various ones.
Yes, there are tons of them. I use the What to Expect app. That's where I found my community group of women. And then there are plenty of them on Facebook as well. If you type in your due date, and you can find all sorts of groups to join on Facebook.
Very good. Now, what for you has been the biggest adjustment or even revelation in your life so far since this new addition?
That my body is stronger than I ever knew possible. This has not been an easy pregnancy. I had some bleeding in the first trimester, and so that automatically put me on my doctor's radar for borderline high risk, as well as the family history. And that borderline high risk diagnosis quickly went to a regular high risk diagnosis once it was determined that I have gestational diabetes. I'm also having something going on with my heart. I'm wearing a heart monitor and being a cardiologist, and all these things happen. I had COVID, and through all of that, baby girl is perfect. She's perfectly healthy. She has nothing wrong with her. She's growing. And the fact that my body can be going through so many things and yet keep my baby safe and healthy is just mind blowing. Like, wow, the
truly a blessing.
Human body is incredible.
It is. Isn't it a magnificent machine?
It is.
Yes. And now, what would you like to share with the listeners that you've not yet had an opportunity to express?
I would say that being pregnant in itself is a little bit scary. Being pregnant in a pandemic is a whole nother beast. But if you find yourself pregnant during this time, don't worry. Don't be scared. Your hospital will still give you the best care, or if you choose to do a birth center or doula, just know that you still have people there that are going to give you the best care possible for you and your baby, and just enjoy it. Enjoy all of the moments. Document all the things, even the hard things, because one day you're going to look back and you're going to realize, wow, I went through all of that, and look at what we made.
Beautiful. And, and let me ask you this. This is my last question to you, or at least I think it is, because I thought that one was. But this is what you just popped in my head. Now, I know that there are a lot of parents, who were, prior to COVID, they already were against vaccines. And, of course, now that we've gone through this first wave of COVID and they've come out with this vaccine, people have been lining up for like 8+ hours in some places to get the coronavirus vaccine. So my question to you is, what are your thoughts on vaccines and plants and the coronavirus, the COVID-19 vaccine as well. What are your thoughts on vaccinations, including that one, and your plans for Clayby?
So I am a huge proponent of vaccines, but also holistic medicine as well. I firmly believe in the power of herbs and teas and natural medicine, but also I do believe that vaccines aren't evil or bad. I will be spacing them out, though, like when I was a kid, where we didn't get a whole bunch at once, just because the more that research has shown that the more that you do at once, it can cause an adverse reaction if your child does have an allergic reaction to something. And then it's harder to pinpoint what it was that they were allergic to. And so I will be doing the pacing of vaccines. I won't be refusing them outright, but I will be telling them, we'll do this many at this amount of time, instead of the however many they want to do at that certain appointment, just to make sure that that's what's best for my baby girl. As far
I
as
think that's wise.
Thank you. As far as the COVID-19 vaccine, I think it's really cool that we were able to create a vaccine as fast as we were. In previous history and past, it took years to even create something. And I don't know about you, but I would like the world to go back to normal a little bit sooner rather than later. And so for me personally, I am not getting the vaccine currently because there's not enough research to show what it does to women who are pregnant. But if you are going to get the vaccine, that is great. If you are going to wait, that is your decision as well. I think that you should research it either way. And that's my opinion on the vaccine.
Yes, there. And people, I echo that suggestion as well, because of course you have to remember with anything, whether it's not only things that are medicinal, but anything in life, just because it's good for one person or even the masses. Well, we already know anything that the masses is on is not good for you, but anyway, but you know what I mean, though. Just because other people are doing it and it works well for them, it doesn't necessarily mean it'll be that way for you. So you have to be sure to do your own research, know your body, and know your lifestyle. Because, of course, if you know that when you do your research, if some of the things that they're saying, hey, this doesn't work well with this or that, or if you're taking this medication, people don't think that any of this is a joke. Your health is important, because without your health, then how can you even think that you can still have your life? Because that's what's required in order to live is health. So, yes, be sure to take care of yourself and take care of your family and your loved ones. And people, don't give up hope. Don't stress out. No matter what situation it is that you find yourself in, know that anything that you want to achieve, you can achieve. Even if you feel like it's a long shot and, I want a family, I'm not able to expand my family, whatever it is. No, you can. And even worst case scenario, if you want a child right now and you are not able to get pregnant right now, there are plenty of children who right now need a loving home and a loving family. And a number of people have, after they have adopted, finally quit stressing out, which was the same thing Mrs. Clayton said she did. And next thing you know, hey, you're not worried about getting pregnant, so you get pregnant. So people, make sure that you help out the kids that need the help that are here in the interim if you can. And if you, I would say, can't be patient enough and just, relax into it and just do it, But otherwise, yeah, I would say just hang in there, maintain the faith, rely on your village, and know that you have assistance, you have help, you have plenty of love, and it should overflow. And just be willing to spread it around, starting with doing your research on everything, including some doulas, just in case, or even possibly your OBGYN so that you can be planning just in case everything works out, right? Because I'm sure, Mrs. Clayton, you didn't wait, of course, once you found out, I'm sure that it was a scramble because it was a surprise for you, right? It wasn't because at that point you had
yes.
not. Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
a
so
surprise.
people don't scramble like
yeah.
don't scramble like me. Go ahead and start planning because it's gonna happen because like she said, she sent up the prayer, was faithful for it, asked for these things, she saw them coming. So when you start seeing your manifestations happen, go ahead and if you hadn't already started putting things in line, put it in line so you won't be caught scrambling like Mimi was. I'm gonna play some music for you all while I poke fun at her. What were you about to say, Nene?
I do recommend a doula, like you were saying. My doula has been awesome, and you can see a doula while you are trying to conceive because they can give you all sorts of tips. They know the body. Doulas can help pre-pregnancy, during pregnancy, and postpartum. So, again, recommend doulas.
Very good, people. Very good. Take that advice now. Don't let it fall on deaf ears, all right? Go ahead, be an active listener, because, that's how you get wise, right? You hear good advice, you apply it to your life, and then that way it becomes a part of your lifestyle, and it'll be easy for you to be able to pass it on to someone else. And that's that wisdom, baby. Stay tuned. I got some more music for you.
Have you always wanted to start a business but can't seem to get it off the ground? Need help building a website? Contact The Conglomerate, 972-880-8316, or visit theconglomerate.work, 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 972-880-8316. Start your new business today.
From all the things that are you, I know my love
frequently shop online and you're looking for a new place to shop? Join the club, Jefferson-Taylor.club, where models, designers, inventors, and other creators offer customers the best products at fair prices. Jefferson Taylor, Jefferson-Taylor.club. Join the club. Shop today, Jefferson-Taylor.club.
Articulation Radio thanks you so much for listening. So head on over right now to articulationmedia.club and let us know your thoughts on today's episode. In the meantime, we're going to keep the show rolling for you.
Would you like a motivational speaker to come to your company or organization to speak to your group? Visit lifespurposeministries.com. That's lifespurposeministries.com.
And here is Frigga's Do You Really Want to Be in Love? Followed by Wait a Minute by Snake City.
Sometimes it burns, sometimes it hurts when you say my name, but thinking of hers, I don't wanna know, don't want you to go and leave me behind. No, I don't wanna see if it isn't me who's on your mind. Halfway from home, I picked up my phone. I stared at your face, but it's not your tone. Saying oh hello, who are you to call me late in the night? She says I just called to say that it's here with me and not where he might be. 'Cause I don't know what you're looking for. Oh, and I don't know what to do. Hold back, let go. There is nothing more for me to show. You're hiding to breathe, running from me. Do you really wanna be? Oh baby, tell me you need me, that you can't stand it no more, that she ain't what you're looking for. Oh baby, oh tell me you love me. You know it took two to break us down. Now you're gone and won't be found. 'Cause I don't know what you're looking for. I don't know what you're looking for. And I don't know what to do. Hold back, let go. There is nothing more for me to show. You're hiding to breathe, running from me. Do you really wanna be in love?
Are you single and seeking a lifestyle club that's centered around you? Go to sittingroom.xyz to register today. Sittingroom.xyz.
I've been thinking about the good times. I've been sleeping through the long nights. I've been shining in the sunlight. I've been thinking how I'm alright. There's a reason for my feelings. There's a reason why I'm healing. Yeah, I feel higher than the ceiling. All because of you. You and I are so sweet, so sweet. Talking till we're asleep, asleep. Every night I fall deep in love. Yeah. Cause you really get me. Make me fall to my knees. Every night I fall deep in love. Yeah. Wait a minute. Don't you leave me before I get to kiss ya. Wait a minute, I don't wanna be without you. Yeah. Wait a minute. I can let you go before I kiss ya. Wait a minute, I just need a minute or two. I should catch up on my reading. I should catch up on my eating. Yeah, but it's hard to keep your thoughts straight with you all up in my face. Try to get you out my mind, but why should I when you're all I really like? Yeah, I feel higher than a mountain, all because of you. You and I are so sweet, talking till we're asleep. Every night I fall deep in love. Yeah, cause you really get me. Make me fall to my knees. Every night I fall deep in love. Wait a minute. Don't you leave me before I get to kiss you. Wait a minute, I don't wanna be without you. Yeah, wait a minute. I can let you go before I kiss you. Wait a minute, I just need a minute or two.
Weddings are expensive, but your love is worth it. Go to marryusnow.us to book the Minister of Love to officiate your wedding today. The fee is only $200 if your wedding is in the city of Chicago, and there's only a small fee to get the Minister of Love to travel outside of Chicago to your wedding location. Book the Minister of Love today. Visit marryusnow.us. That's marryusnow.us.
The staff at Articulation Radio appreciates you so much for tuning in today, and I, Goddess Sage, especially appreciates you for tuning in. Be sure to, in the meantime, before you catch us on our next episode of Articulation Radio, do the things that you need to do to move forward with the things that you want to move forward on. No more excuses, okay? Keep being a doer, keep being a move maker, and keep being exemplary.
Articulate.